Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "All progress is precarious, and the solution of one problem brings us face to face with another problem." His statement seems to describe the legacy of industrial growth. History, however, can be a good teacher, and today's scientists and engineers are taking the lessons to heart.
As society's dependency on heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, commonly known as HVAC, increases, the distinctions that these systems must be designed and ultimately function in an environmentally conscious fashion must be taken into consideration. As more and more countries develop these types of systems, the need for the world's depleting energy resources drastically increases.
Traditional compressors use large amounts of energy. They have multiple moving parts, which means that they need oil and oil management systems for lubrication. The DTC compressor uses a magnetic field to levitate the shaft. There's no need for oil, and the compressor therefore uses less energy to start and to keep running.
As a partial solution to today's energy challenge, a team of world-class experts, Danfoss Turbocor Compressors Incorporated, developed breakthrough technology in the design of an oil-less magnetic levitation VFD controlled centrifugal compressor for HVAC applications.
By levitating the shaft, there's no metal-to-metal contact. With no metal-to-metal contact, there's no friction. With no friction, there's no need for oil or oil management systems.
We decided to go with the Turbocor multi-stack compressor due to the fact that it was looking for some redundancy, efficiency, energy efficient. Environmentally, was looking at oilless compressors, and I think what Turbocor had to offer was ideal.
Turbocor's variable frequency drive design allows its compressors to work at variable speeds.
Variable speed compressor allows you to operate at its most efficient point given any set of conditions. By only having one moving component, there's reduced maintenance cost and reduced operating costs as well.
It will go from an 18,000 people venue down to just office people. It's where before we had two 500-ton chillers, and they would run at 500 tons. We'd be only needing 150 tons. To me, it was a waste of energy. Now with these Turbocors, we can run precisely that 150 tons to cool a building.
The ability to operate at partial or full capacity allows control of the motor's speed and inlet guide vanes to match the demands of the system. This produces optimum energy-efficient performance and savings.
The DTC compressor design results in an energy consumption cut of 30 to 50% compared to compressors in its size range, which means this technology substantially lowers operating budgets and CO2 emissions.
Intended for new and retrofit applications, upgrading older HVAC systems makes them instantly greener, while remaining compliant with strict national and local energy codes using only environmentally responsible refrigerant. The Turbocor compressor is a fraction of the size and weight of traditional compressors.
DTC compressor is easy to install because it's quiet in operation, it's easily retrofitted to water and air-cooled applications.
Everybody wants to sell something on this energy efficiency, but somebody after the sale of that equipment has to live with that equipment for the life of the project. When you start looking at the maintenance requirement of the Turbocor compressor, you're going from a conventional chiller design, chiller system that has all these challenges and all these problems that it's usually farmed out in the neighborhood of tens of thousands of dollars a year to the Turbocor compressor that's got zero maintenance. Is very amazing.
With cost savings over conventional oil systems instantly realized, maintenance is greatly reduced, while output is significantly increased. These savings directly reduce the amount of time before the unit begins to pay for itself.
Depending on the installation or the application, for example, in process cooling with an unchanging load, or a hotel for comfort cooling, the compressor can pay for itself in less than 2 years.
In the past, I would pay to have the older chillers serviced annually, would run anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 a year. So far, the last 3 years, it's stuff that I have been able to do in-house.
Features like a variable frequency drive and self-correcting, self-diagnosing onboard electronics allow for greater control and monitoring.
Having digital controls on a compressor allows it to optimize its own performance. It also allows you to have web-enabled control from a distance, therefore you can service the compressor from afar.
Intent on positioning itself as the world's preferred and primary supplier of centrifugal compressors, Turbocor's vision includes developing new technologies for sustainable growth through innovation, energy efficiency, and environmental responsibility, made possible by the execution of these strategies and forged initiatives such as the Danfoss Envisioneering program.
Envisioneering is our philosophy of applying innovative engineering solutions to help customers achieve energy efficiency and environmental sustainability.
The events here at the Thomas & Mack Arena range to very expensive events. Downtime is very critical. I'm comfortable because I don't have to worry about whether or not the system is going to go down, because the system's now broken down into 18 modules as opposed to 2 big units.
Beneath the goal set by Turbocor is its direct approach towards achieving its mission, designing a centrifugal compressor that operates at variable speeds, is efficient, oil-free, lightweight, quiet, and environmentally responsible.
It's always easier to conserve energy than it is to create energy. The energy demand of today's buildings mandates energy efficiency improvements be developed, which is in full support of ASHRAE and the European Directive.
In the early 90s, I decided that we'd develop our own compressor. We wanted to be environmentally friendly, I wanted to be oil-free, I wanted to be direct drive, I wanted to be quiet, I wanted to be 100% efficient. So I think overall we'd consider it a success.
I would recommend these to any type of business, from offices to event venues. The fact that they're low maintenance, energy efficient.
For more information on Danfoss Turbocor compressors, visit their website at www.turbocor.com.